This is where one of America's everyday essentials begins its journey.
Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're going inside a massive American toilet paper factory to follow the entire process from raw fiber all the way to those enormous parent rolls.
Crew 2, you're good to move into the next section.
For tissue production, fiber quality starts here. Managed pine plantations like this one
We'll start on the north edge. Watch your spacing.
All right, let's roll after the loader clears.
Trees secure. Bring the skidder in next.
Not all fiber performs the same way. Softwood provides strength and structure.
Keep that bale separate.
Too much plastic in this one.
Send the cleaner load to inspection. Good clean fiber right there, but
Yeah.
that'll process nicely.
Harvesting for industrial tissue production is all about efficiency, consistency, and control.
This stack's good for pulpwood. Leave that one for the next load. Yeah, measurement checks out.
Skidder coming through. Clear the lane. The lane's clear. Bring it on in.
Responsible fiber sourcing depends on a cycle, not a one-time cut.
Pull that plastic wrap. Cleaner paper on this side. Watch the jam near the end roller.
Tag that one approved. This batch is clean enough for transfer.
Get the next 3 ready for the outbound truck.
Recovered paper can also play a major role in tissue manufacturing. Once sorted, cleaned, and graded,
We need more material on line 2.
Let's move the shorter stems first.
All clear on this end, bring the loader in.
What's really important here is consistency. These crews aren't just cutting trees, they're separating and staging the fibers.
Before anything reaches the mill, raw material is documented, staged, and routed for transport.
You're good to go. See you at the mill.
Next truck. Pull up to the scale.
Bring it down slow. That load's centered. All right, chain it and send it.
At this stage, fiber is no longer just raw material sitting in storage.
One more notch. That's tight enough. You're set for the highway.
Truck 1 clear. Paper load next. Hold that lane for the escort pickup.
Once raw fiber is loaded, timing becomes critical. Trucks must move efficiently from source to plant.
That's a mill run.
Big load today.
Light turn green. Send them through.
We're merged and rolling. Zip up.
Copy that. ETA's holding steady.
Modern tissue production depends on logistics as much as manufacturing.
Mill access is coming up. Dock assignment should be waiting when you arrive. Inbound fibers here. Send the timber load to scale 1.
Arrival at the mill is tightly managed. Every incoming load is checked for documentation.
You're grossed in at 47.8.
Copy that.
Proceed to timber receiving after the next stoplight.
Lane B is open. Paper dock's ready. Send that timber load straight to inspection.
Before unloading begins, incoming wood is inspected for species consistency.
Sample looks clean. Check that corner for plastic. Once it's logged, we can start unloading.
Receiving lane is clear.
Loader's coming in. Stand by for first pull. This is the first major handoff inside the facility. Material that spent hours on the road.
Clear on the left. Take those to approved rack 2. Barcode it before it leaves the dock.
Wood lane's moving.
Paper dock is half unloaded.
Inspection data is already in the system. From this point forward, incoming fiber is part of the plant's internal system.
Flow looks steady. Watch the feed rate. Send the clean wood to the next line.
Before wood can become usable fiber, it has to be cleaned and standardized.
Chip size looks good. Rejects are low. Keep the screen running at this rate.
Recovered paper follows a different route, but the goal is the same. Free the fibers and prepare them for controlled processing.
This is where the raw material really starts becoming usable fiber.
Knife loads within range.
Feed stays steady. Keep the chip silo balanced.
Contaminant counters dropping.
Reject bins almost full.
Send the accept stock to screening.
Screening is where rough pulp becomes more predictable.
Cleaner pressure is stable, reject rate looks normal, and keep that bank online.
Blend ratios on target.
Send the next batch forward.
Consistency is holding right where we want it.
Maintenance. Once fiber is cleaned, screened, and blended, the plant begins moving it toward the heart of production.
Transfer line is open.
Copy. Stock is moving to refining now.
Chest level is holding.
Take this one to the lab. We're ready to feed the refiners.
Before stock reaches the tissue machine, it has to be metered with extraordinary precision.
Main haul is live. Feed is on its way. Refiners are ready to come up.
Plate gap is set. Load is coming up steady. Bring the second unit online.
Refining changes how fibers behave. By treating them mechanically, the mill can influence bonding.
Additive rate is locked. pH is where it should be.
Send the blend to the machine chest.
Formation looks clean.
Keep that flow balanced.
Wet end is running smooth.
This is the breakthrough moment in the line. After cleaning, screening, blending, and refining,
vacuum is stable, formation still looks even. Get ready for the transfer section.
Transfer is clean.
Edges are holding, send it through.
Once the web reaches this point, the process becomes all about controlled drying and surface treatment.
Hood temperature is right on target.
Steam pressure is holding. The sheet is drying evenly across the width.
Surface is staying clean. Drying profile looks good across the sheet.
The Yankee dryer and its hood do far more than remove water.
Blade position looks right. Watch the release line. Keep the sheet stable through the doctor.
Release looks clean. Crepe pattern is holding nice and even. Creeping is what gives tissue much of its signature character.
This part is incredible because what you're seeing now is the actual base tissue sheet after drying and crepping. It's already developed much of the softness and bulk.
Core is set. Transfer was clean. New reel is building right on target.
At this stage, the tissue isn't yet consumer ready. It is being wound into a giant parent roll.
Build profile looks even.
Edges are staying clean.
Keep an eye on diameter as it comes up.
We're nearing target. Profile is still within spec.
Get ready for roll completion.
A finished parent roll can weigh hundreds or even thousands of pounds.
Cutover complete. Parent roll is secure. Move it to crane pickup.
Load is clear.
Bring it over slow.
Staging rack is ready on this side.
Even at this stage, the tissue is still only halfway through its industrial journey.
Edge is clean. Build looks even all the way across. This one is good for release.
By the end of this section, the mill has transformed raw fiber into giant parent rolls of tissue.
Roll ID matches.
Clear the turn. Take this one to the finishing line.
Producing the parent roll is a major milestone, but it is not the end of the line.
Trim pass is complete. Edge looks a lot cleaner. Move it to the inspection lane.
Leader is lined up. Splice table looks good.
Keep the standby roll ready for the next change.
Advanced inspection systems help the mill catch defects before material moves further downstream.
Air balance is holding.
Filter pressure is back in range.
Dust pickup looks strong over the trim lane.
Texture response looks good. Document that sample. Let's compare it with the target profile.
Quality control in a tissue mill is not limited to a quick visual check.
Peak value captured.
That sample stayed inside spec.
Log it under this roll number. Caliper came in strong.
Softness index looks right where we want it.
Add that to the release packet.
No single measurement tells the whole story. Mills combine lab results, process history, and visual inspection data.
QC cleared this roll.
Print the routing tag.
Send it forward to converting prep.
Put that one in slot 3.
Line assignment is still pending.
Approved stock is building for the next run.
After testing and release, approved rolls are prepared for safe downstream handling. Protective measures, clear identification, and careful routing.
This is the point where the factory proves the product is ready to keep moving. It's not enough to make a giant roll of tissue. You have to verify moisture, strength, thickness.
Bring the approved roll into mount position.
Lock the core ends.
Get the tension system ready.
Even after the parent roll is approved, the sheet still has to be managed carefully.
Humidity is right where we want it. That should keep the web stable. Leave the conditioning settings locked in.
Web is centered. Tension check passed. The line is ready to feed converting.
By this point, the tissue sheet has been formed.
Web is entering clean. Line A is ready. Bring the rewinder up to sync speed.
Converting is where a massive sheet of finished tissue becomes the product people recognize.
Pattern is lining up. Pressure looks right.
That embossed profile is coming through clean.
Second ply is matching up.
Bond looks even.
Keep the registration locked in.
Perforation is one of the most familiar features of toilet paper, but at factory scale, it depends on exact timing and repeatability.
Core feed is on target. All shafts are loaded. Start the wind sequence now. Diameter is climbing evenly.
Wind density looks solid.
These logs are building exactly right.
Once each long log reaches its target size, the outer sheet has to be secured so the wound tissue stays clean and stable during cutting and downstream handling.
Lane 1 is full.
Keep those logs centered.
Saw section is ready for the next batch.
Cut length is dead on. Blade is running clean. Those rolls are separating perfectly.
After cutting, each roll is still checked for dimensional accuracy, edge quality, and spacing.
Buffer is filling evenly.
Group those into 6s.
Feed the next pack lane when it opens.
That group goes to the 12 count lane.
Verify the SKU before release.
Spacing is good going into the meter.
Before packaging begins, the line confirms one last set of essentials: product count, SKU assignment, and coding readiness.
This is one of the last big checkpoints before packaging starts. By now, the tissue has been formed, dried, cut into individual rolls.
Release that group now. Spacing looks perfect. Feed is clean going into the wrapper.
In a modern tissue plant, fine operation is about more than movement. It is about control. Traceability.
All lanes are balanced. 12 count feed is ready. Let the wrappers take the next cycle.
First group is in.
Spacing held all the way through.
Packaging's ready to take the load.
In this Pro, everything in this department leads to one outcome: a stable, verified stream of finished toilet paper rolls.
Line 1 is taking product. Counts are locked in. Bring the wrapper up another notch.
6 count lane is ready.
Fill match confirmed.
Feed the next cycle into wrapper 3.
Retail packaging begins long before the product is sealed. Film tension, print registration, and material feed all have to be controlled with precision.
That group is lining up clean. Keep the side rails tight. Send it right into the form section.
Film is tracking straight. Pack length looks right.
Sealer is ready to take the next one.
Once the product is enclosed, sealing becomes critical. The wrapper has to close cleanly. Sealing. After sealing, the pack still needs a moment of controlled handling before final coating and release.
Seal looks good. Print registration is centered. Put that sample back on the outfeed.
For retail packaging, appearance is only part of the job. Every pack also needs clear production coding so it can be traced by lot, shift, and runtime.
Code is reading clean. Next pack is coming through. We're going to keep this lane running.
Automated verification helps the factory protect both quality and presentation.
Primary packaging creates the retail bundle, but the process isn't finished yet.
Case former is running clean.
We've got plenty of blanks on this side.
Send that next carton into the load station.
Pattern is correct. Case is centered. Hold that load until the next bundle clears.
Secondary packaging is designed to protect the product while keeping warehouse and shipping operations efficient. Once the retail bundles are grouped and loaded into cases,
Top seal looks clean. That case is ready for print. Keep the next carton moving up.
Case print lane is live. Route file is loaded. Send the first carton into labeling.
shipping labels connect the factory floor to the larger distribution network.
Merge line is balanced.
That pattern is ready for pallet feed.
Hold the next lane until this group clears.
This is where packaging really becomes logistics. The factory has already wrapped the consumer bundles.
Pallet lane is ready.
Case patterns loaded.
Bring the robot cell online for the next stack.
Bottom pallet is feeding clean. Magazine still has plenty of stock. Base position is set for the next load.
Palletizing turns a stream of individual shipping cases into a stable unit load. By following precise stack patterns,
stack corners are lining up perfectly. That layer is seated flat. Send the next case group for top-tier build.
Flip sheet is down. Load height still looks good. Resume stacking on the next tier.
Before a pallet load leaves the cell, it often receives a protective top sheet or stabilizing cap. Stretch wrapping binds the entire pallet into a single stable shipment. The film has to be tight enough to protect the load during transport.
Base wrap is tight. Film is climbing clean.
That load should hold just fine through staging.
At this point, the product is no longer just packaged. It is unitized for warehousing and transport.
This lane is ready for warehouse transfer.
Another wrap load is coming through.
Keep the staging area open for inbound pallets.
Once packaged and unitized, the product enters the warehouse. Finished goods storage depends on more than open floor space.
Location is confirmed. That pallet is in the right slot. Forklift's coming in for the next put away.
Upper slot is clear. Set it down easy. Pallet is seated in A-4-05.
Warehousing is an active process, not a waiting room for finished goods.
Task confirmed. Next move is outbound staging. We've got another pallet to pick from Zone C.
Route 12 is almost complete.
Keep the East-East DC pallets together.
This lane is ready for dock assignment.
Door 4 is green. Trailer is chalked and ready.
Take the first pallet straight in.
Forklift handling is the final physical link between storage and shipment.
First pallet is in. Set it tight against the nose. We'll build the next row right behind it.
Door 6 is next. Build the right side row first. That trailer still has room for 3 more pallets.
Set it flush to the left.
That row is square.
Back out slow and bring the next pallet in.
Manifest matches the pallet count.
Trailer is ready for final seal. Let's close this one out and clear the door. This is the moment where factory production officially turns into transportation. Everything we followed, from raw fiber to tissue rolls.
Door 7 is almost closed out.
Bring that empty to the far lane.
We're sealing the east route trailer now.
Up. A sealed trailer represents a finished manufacturing story. Once the load is documented, secured, and closed out,
You're sealed and cleared for Route 12.
Copy that. Heading to the regional distribution center.
Drive safe. See you on the next run. Trailer's clear of the dock line. He's headed for the gates. Send the next dispatch unit into position.
Seal number matches the release. Outbound route is cleared. You're good to exit. Have a safe drive.
For the factory, this departure marks the end of one complete cycle. Raw material has become a finished household product.
East route is moving steady. Traffic's light up ahead. We'll hit the distribution center before dawn. Door assignment is confirmed.
Back it down slow.
That tissue load is here right on schedule.
This toilet tissue load is all here. Check it in under aisle inventory. Send that pallet to floor replenishment next.
This is the final destination of an enormous industrial journey.
Let's grab the 12-pack. This one should last a while. We're good on the essentials now.
Can you put a fresh roll on?
Yep, got it.
Good thing we picked up more at the store.
What an incredible journey.
From managed raw materials to retail-ready product, this facility represents a complete industrial ecosystem. Behind every familiar household product is a world of engineering, labor, quality control, and logistics.